Won't differentiate from what? I didn't hear that.
Well, I know that he said that he went to the hospital, we gave him all sorts of medication, and it seems as if there was no resolution of the problem.
He also made mention of a pain coming up somewhere towards the heart also. I didn't get actually what his question is, what Benedict's question is.
I got to ask myself
how he can differentiate from diarrhea and something else. I didn't really get that question.
Sorry about that, Benedict. Perhaps you can call again and we clarify what you're asking. But back to the question now.
Yes.
We were talking about the severity.
Yes.
A baby cannot say.
Yes. And I said yes. That once a baby becomes weak, and how do you know that a baby has become weak? The baby loses the eagerness to suck, because the baby uses energy to suck. Loses the eagerness to suck or the eagerness to drink water. Actually, when a baby has lost a lot of water through diarrhea, there's an increased eagerness to drink water. So by the time you're bringing the cup, the baby is struggling with you. Even before you finish pouring the water, he has taken the cup from you because the baby is already very thirsty. That's a sign that a significant amount of water has been lost. Okay, so by the time the baby stops drinking, it's ominous. It means that baby can die at any time.
Let me just quickly see if I can get the steps, run through the steps correctly.
Okay.
Baby has diarrhea.
Yes.
He's been going to the toilet. Mother notices he's weak. She makes ORS and takes him to the hospital. Is that the correct?
The mother shouldn't wait for the baby to be weak. Soon as she notices that the baby is passing watery stool and the frequency is increasing more than the usual, he should make ORS and begin to give it to the baby at home. As he's giving the baby the ORS, she should increase the frequency of the feeding.
Okay. We have a caller on the line. Hello. That's Joe from Uyo. Hello, Joe.
Joe can speak loud.
Hello. Hello.
Could we have your question, your comment? Hello, we can hear you.
Yes. My question is that a lot of people engage in taking tablets to save purge. But I've never seen any doctor recommend it to anybody. So I want to know if taking of purge and pumping of the tummy, when somebody is purging, they say take purge or pump your tummy to clear it. Is it good?
Thank you so much, Joe. We got that. Thank you. He's talking about people taking purge, medication to empty their bowels. That is this correct?
It's not correct. It's not correct at all. Anti-diarrhea drugs are not recommended routinely by doctors. It's people that buy them over the counter for themselves. Now, what anti-diarrhea drugs, or what we call anti-motility drugs, do when someone has diarrhea is that they stop the bowel from moving. Normally, for you to be able to pass through stool normally, for the food to be able to pass through the intestine and be absorbed, there must be some degree of bowel movement at a regulated and a normal rate. But when you take anti-motility drugs, what it does is what? It quietens the bowel and there's no movement at all. What happens? It doesn't stop the water from being there. The water pulls in there, and sometimes it may even give more discomfort than would have happened if you had passed the stool.
What would happen if somebody took this medication to reduce the motility, as you said,
yes,
to reduce movement of the bowel, and the person has an infection?
Exactly.
What would be the cause, the effect?
What will happen is that it's going to make the person more uncomfortable. Because if the infection is causing your intestines to secrete more water, your intestine will continue to secrete more water. And your bowel will be full of water that is not being let out because your bowel is quietened. So you get more discomfort from the anti-diarrhea instead of getting a relief. I believe the essence of taking medication is to get a relief rather than to get more discomfort.
Finally and very quickly,
yes,
how would you advise people to go about eating in this festive season? Because I noticed that there's so much diarrhea when there's a festive season. What do people do to prevent it?
Like I said, one of the commonest causes is hygiene. Hand washing is very important. With hand washing, you can remove more than 80% of diarrhea. So people should wash their hands, especially after you've had a lot of handshakes. Make sure you wash your hands before you eat. Make sure that you get a good source of water, especially for those of them that are going to the villages. Make sure also that if possible, you have one bottle of hand sanitizer in your hand, or in your bag, or in your pocket, or wherever, so that that can be at your disposal to use at any time.
Thank you so much, Doctor. They said we've run out of time. Imagine that. Thank you so much for being with us. I've been with Dr. Chinyere Uzodimma. You have a wonderful Christmas. And see you again. I am Mary Alale Yusuf.